Tonight on Be Something Wonderful, we're going to tackle one of the biggest paradoxes in manifestation, how to want something without wanting it, how to create what you want without wanting it. This is Tom Karen with the Be Something Wonderful studio of Higher Consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Welcome back, creators. I got a great lesson tonight for you guys. How to create what you want without wanting it. We've talked about the paradox. There's a lot of paradoxes with the universe. Why is that? Because we're dealing with a higher power. We're dealing with something that you can't really explain in words. We're dealing with an energy, a love, an infinite power, something so powerful it's hard to even put into words and describe. And we have that power within us. We have that power to be, do, or have anything. So it's very difficult sometimes to describe how to harness that power. It's always with us, but how to unveil it, how to use it. So let's talk about the great wanting, not wanting paradox tonight. So we've talked about this before. The first thing you need to do or not do is place importance on it. Vadim Zeland in Reality Transurfing talked about this, the idea of set of intention, but drop importance. Whenever you put importance on things, that's what causes the balanced forces of the universe to come in and balance those out. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, but most of this is based on the teaching of Genevieve Davis and her books, her magic books, Becoming Magic, Doing Magic, Advanced Magic, and so forth, and Magic Words. I'll put a link below to her books. So it's not about yearning. We've talked about this. When you're yearning and longing, waiting desperately, it's always on your mind, but you don't believe it. You believe it's out of your reach, right? You want it with all your heart's desire. There's no trouble in asking for it. You've asked and asked and asked and asked, but you believe it's out of your reach, and then you take frantic action thinking that's going to do something. All that action's taken out of desperation, from wanting, from longing, and then it goes on for sometimes weeks, months, sometimes years, wanting this thing. But not knowing that when you're doing this, you're just, with all that importance placed on it, you're pushing your manifestations away from you. So what do we do? What do we do? Well, Genevieve Davis talks about this quite brilliantly. Guys, you want to move joyfully, effortlessly, with a carefree nature toward what you want. Essentially, be confident with your intention. Know that it's already yours. Know that you got the power on your side, right? So it's just moving towards it, but in a carefree way. We're placing much too much importance on it, much too much pressure on ourselves. Be okay, though, with whatever happens. There's going to be events coming up. Remember what Jesus said. Don't judge by appearances. There'll be events. Sometimes the opposite of what you want will come up. And a lot of events might pop up out of the blue that look like they're in opposition to what you want. They look like that. Doesn't mean that if you keep going, that's what's going to happen. Guys, you got to keep going, right? Because you're judging events. How do you know that that event is not leading you to something much more amazing? Maybe it's what you want, but maybe it's more than what you want. Maybe that event, that setback, that apparent disaster is leading you on a path towards something much bigger, much greater. That's why, guys, remember, life is an endless, it's an endless chain of events. So enjoy the journey. It's not going to end. It's not like you get to some destination. Okay, I have the house, I have the family, I have the love of my life, I have the dream job, I have the dream company, I have lots of money. That's it, I'm done. You're never done. Right? Life is about event after event. And sometimes the events you judge as good, sometimes you judge as bad, but don't judge them because you don't know, you don't have the broader perspective. We talked about this in my last lesson of where those events are taking you. So how can you possibly judge them? There's a nice parable on that. We'll talk about that another time. So be okay with whatever happens. Trust that everything's a stepping stone. We talked about this to something better. Have a carefree expectation. This is big, that it's already yours. A carefree expectation. This combines Vadim Zeland in Reality Transurfing, setting a carefree intention, with Neville Goddard and his teachings of knowing that it's already yours. Why? If you have a carefree intention and know that it's already yours, then you can't want for something that you already have, right? If you have it, if you feel you have it, if you have it in your feeling and your thoughts, you have it then. You have it, I promise you. So this is a great combination of a lot of spiritual teachings, but guys, don't try to follow the words that I'm saying. Don't try to follow procedures and instructions. Feel it. This is what Genevieve Davis talked about, and I thought it really hit home. You got to feel it. You've got to experience it inside you. You got to have trust that you are that higher power. You got to trust that that's in there. You're not asking an outside force. You're not the whim of the universe. The universe is working for you. It works through you. It is you. Right? You're not working at the whim of God or some great divine energy. You're working with the energy, but the energy's working through you. You are that energy. You are the magic. Okay? So don't put so much importance on it, right? That's how you create what you want without wanting it. I know it seems like a paradox, but it isn't, guys. Just move joyfully towards it. Love every bit of it. Imagine life as just a play and you're just having fun with it. Once you do this, you're going to get everything you want, I promise, and more. And more. So remember what Jesus said, right? You can do what I do and more. That's why I love that. Right? Be confident with your attention. Be okay with whatever happens. This combines a few last lessons that we've had, this whole idea. I wanted to put it sort of in this one little succinct package for you guys. Be okay with whatever. Trust in the universe. And then look at every event, no matter whether you view it as good or whether you view it as bad, as just another stepping stone. It's just another link in the chain of joy and more joy. Don't, guys, if it's an event that gets you frustrated, gets you angry, don't let it, because you don't know why. How can you judge? If good events lead to bad events sometimes, and this happens in your life, right? You have a good event and then a bad event comes up, and bad events lead to good events. How can you judge the difference? How can you even judge any event? Right? We don't know where they're going to lead, but I'll tell you this, and you can trust this. It's always working for you. That love has your back. That inner being is leading you along the way no matter what happens. No matter how many obstacles you put on your path, no matter what gets thrown in front of you, it's always leading you to what you want, right? You're going to go eventually, right? You're going to get there. If not in this lifetime, another one. But let's make it this lifetime. So guys, do it. Do this. This is how you create what you want without wanting it, yeah? Have fun with it. We're here for joy, right? This is Tom Caron with the Be Something Wonderful studio of Higher Consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Guys, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and like and share our videos. That's how we get our message out. This is Tom with great love. Until next time.